There you go. No idea why that was doing what it was doing for a moment there. Not gonna be too long until start the race. It did start the first time, but it didn't register the first time on my PS4. PS5, sorry. Bit weird. Give me 1 minute. I'll be ready to commentate. Right, I'm back. Both McLaren's in. Both Atari's waiting on a couple of guys from top of the standings at the moment. As always, start one of these off. Probably good with looking at just looking at the standings after race 6. This is race 7 in Austria, the halfway point. Standings, driver standings. Let's start with that. So we've got Heidenberg, who hit the top after the last couple of weeks, who just absolutely murdered everyone. And then you've got Larry Watt 3 points behind in second, and then you've got Heidelberg's teammate Soleri on 65 in third, so there's a gap opening between the top 2 and third already. And then you've got Pog in 4 on 39, so 26, a better 26 points back, and that just shows level quality between the top 2 or top 3 and the rest of the pack. Because Pog hasn't been bad at all this season, but still finds himself way off the pace. We got Benny this time. After he missed last week, but week before got himself on podium, and of course I had the technical issues, so I couldn't interview people, which was fun. Apologise for the repeated coughs. Starting to fill up now. Basket's gonna go. Where's Basket? Gonna go this week. Going back to Mercedes? No idea. I feel like the most thing that's going to get done penalty wise today is the Austria pit lane. Qualifying only had to enter safely, and qualifying you only have to enter safely. In the race you do have to enter on the white line. That way anyone who doesn't enter from the white line in ends up getting a penalty for it. It's usually 5 seconds, which to everyone but Heidenberg could actually win you the race. Where's Basket going this time? Basket picked a team yet? No, he hasn't. Luke. Oh, so there isn't a Mercedes this week. So he isn't. Okay. This race isn't going to be a case of many people going off. I'm pretty sure everyone's up to speed with what Austria is as a track by now. If the be very hard to find people who don't know what the Red Bull Ring were like. This music is ridiculously loud. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Barely hear my own voice. Alright, that's a respectable level now. Not blaring my ears off. Got 18. I'm obviously spectating, so there's still room for 2 more. I don't know who actually is going to be who we're missing. I want to tell me why they just named 3 when there's 4, so there are 2 spaces remaining. That's why. I was really confused for a minute. Bundes isn't racing, so it's 2 we're waiting on. Because they have a full lobby. Jesus Christ, I don't think I've seen one of those so far. Okay then. Oh, I was just in my brother trip over his charger wire, and made me die a little bit. Still only 18. Aston Martin, so he took the Aston Martin abundance. So that's why Basket's there. Okay, got that. Basket put up a very good account for himself last week. Can't really say much for the second in command of the championship at the moment though. Larry had an exceptional recovery drive to start off in France and then bottled it. Literally bottled it. There's no other words to describe it. It came right to the back. After spinning up toward the long right-hander and absolutely balled it. So we're waiting on 2 haven't joined, which is great. Larry and Steve haven't joined. Always fun. All that means is that Heidelberg has a really good chance today. The fact that Larry's not racing or hasn't joined yet really pushes through the idea that that 3-point gap currently residing between Heidelberg and Larry, first and second in the championship, could definitely jump to 28 at the absolute least. There you go, Larry has joined. Alright, take everything I've just said back. Now, we're going to see which one's going to be able to put themselves at the front. It's going to be a good race. It's either going to be a very good race, or we're going to see Heidelberg win quali by 4/10 of a second again and absolutely lever everyone. And I'm probably guessing it's the latter. Oh, we've got a wet qualifying. We have a wet qualifying, guys. Here we go. Oh, you just love to see it. It's intermediate qualifying, alright. Got a wet track. Can only hope this goes into the race as well. Who's the first one? It looked like there's a Haas going to be the first one out. Is El Trucco going to be the first one out? And with that, we are going to follow him. We are going to follow him. We're going to watch his out lap. We'll go watch his flying lap because he's the first one out, as we do every single week. Almost spinning outside of the thing there. Put this on as well and take that off. Everything set up for my broadcast now. Obviously, a few more coming out now. Looks like an Alfa Romeo, probably it's Soleri. Basket's come out on his out lap, and Ardia's come out as well. Looks like Garbage Man's Red Bull come out as well. Everyone else has stayed in the pit, probably waiting to see if this died down. I am not in the greatest of Ardia's out already. Well, didn't even get through the out lap. The rain has already taken one person. The rain is absolutely lethal. Yeah, I don't need to know that my remote control is low. It's not like it affects anything. Here we go. El Trucco comes up to turn 1. Goes up in 4th, 3rd. Gets a bit of the curb, gets too wide, and it's invalidated lap. We will go and watch Soleri's first lap now, considering El Trucco was done after one corner. Another one's gone, the Williams of the Demons out. Goes up to the first corner, 3rd gear, gets a small bit of the curb, but he kept it in. Car spins a little bit off the edge out of turn 1, but he gets down through turn 2 into the hairpin. Sets the fastest for sector 1, obviously, because he's the only one to set one. Goes wide through the hairpin, but manages to keep his car on the track and keeps the lap going. Comes down what would be the last of the DRS zones if we had dry into a sweeping right-hander. Looks like another yellow flag, and it's Reno that's gone this time out of turn 1. So Soleri's going to take through the second sector, goes around in 4th gear, doesn't necessarily lift off all that much. There's another yellow flag, and Soleri coming through the last couple of corners now into sector 3. Goes through this one in 5th gear, goes a bit slower, being a little bit more cautious, gets on the curb. Is he going to keep it in bounds? He is going to keep it in bounds. What's the first time set? First time set is a 1:13 flat. Basket's about to put up a time, 1:13.2. Garbage Man's the next one across. Pog's invalidated lap. El Trucco's out now as well. Oh my! That Garbage Man just disappeared off into the sunset. What has happened there? Looks like he's saved the car. We'll watch, Benny. The yellow flag's all over the place, by the way. Absolute chaos. Basket's retired from the session. Now Heidelberg did a 1:13.1, which we're accustomed to. We're accustomed to Heidelberg probably not setting the fastest lap on the first one, and then going through and wrecking everyone afterwards. Amas did a 1:13.4, Zab did a 1:13.5, and then Garbage Man did a 1:43 to a spin. Titchy's done a 1:16. Let's have a look at Luke's time. He's coming down now, 1:13.2. Pog looked like he probably invalidated last lap. He's gonna have to go again. Someone just driving on the grass. I think Titchy just decided it's a rally car now, not a proper F1 car. Looks like the other McLaren. Pog's got very much trouble getting out of that thing. 205, so he took a spin or two. Larry, you know what, let's watch Larry's lap. I'm pretty sure Larry's still in. Yeah, Larry's time's still going. Still got 6 more to set a lap. Heidelberg, there you go, that's what we expect. Soleri did a 1:12.8 and updated his time. Heidelberg did a 1:12.1 and is 7/10 clear at the moment. Larry Watts, let's see his first time. We'll go watch Pog cross the line afterwards. What's Larry's first time? Larry's first time, nothing could be invalidated on the final corner. Pog's going to set a time this time though, being 4th in the championship, and he puts himself up on the grid with 1:13.2. Let's see if Christ is doing a lap. Christ is doing a lap, so let's have a look. The 18's flat in the first sector. You're gonna have to watch Benny do his. Benny's coming along the line now, so we won't watch Benny. What time is Benny gonna set? Oh, Slimmy retired, so we won't be getting a lap from him. Looked like Benny was doing an outlap or it invalidated. Here we go. Christ Boone jumped up. Arctic Squirrel jumped up to 1:15. Christ is gonna set. What's he gonna say? Already slower. The 1:14.7, which is very much off the pace. Someone else spun out. Larry's having an awful time. Absolute disastrous time at the moment. The last 2 races he's barely even been able to set a qualifying lap. Never mind compete for the championship. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, which I'm pretty sure is just people slowing down. My throat is absolutely messed up, but it's a Thursday. We're here to commentate. We're here to watch some racing, and Benny's going to invalidate his lap. And now we're just going to watch whoever's on whatever lap. I guess Soleri's doing the time that's beating his other one. What time is he setting? 1:12.2. So he's put himself within maybe half a tenth of Heisenberg. Pog put himself in 3rd place, 1:12.7. Looked like the track's starting to dry up a little bit. The yellow flag somewhere. The yellow flag up with Larry in turn 3, the hairpin. Doesn't look like it's taken him out of the qualifying session though. Probably might have hindered one of the laps of the Alfa Romeo though. It looked like Pog's backed out. I think Pog may have backed out of his lap. Don't see why much why about it would have. There's another yellow flag. I think it's Larry Watts. Yeah, he's backed out. Let's watch Boomer come through the last corner. What time is Boomer gonna set? Is he gonna beat his last time? He is. 1:12.9, puts him 4th on the grid ahead of a teammate. And then Soleri with the fastest lap. He's gone and outdone himself by a 10th, and has outdone Heidenberg by 2/100ths of a second. Much garbage man who's going slower than his 1:37 at the moment. Have to give everyone some time. Larry Watts and Benny will get their time afterwards whenever they actually do get out to set themselves a lap. Looked like Christ has just put himself into 5th, yeah, 1:13.1. Basket's just going to see himself plummet down the leaderboard here. 1:32 is nice, but when the track is starting to dry up because... Oh! A garbage man span! He's lucky there's a lot of runoff. Heisenberg's not surprised that Heisenberg has gone back out. I think Heisenberg's going to do a proper lap now. The yellow flags have garbage man down toward the end of sector 2. Heisenberg's actually just quick enough through the 1st sector to be ahead of Soleri. Almost loses the car a little bit of movement in the rear. Another one that jumps above Basket. Luke to the 1:12.6. We'll keep watching Heidelberg. We'll watch Benny's outlap afterwards. I'm just past Benny for talking about it. I would imagine that a basket is just going to plummet for a bit. There's a fastest sector 2 as well. Didn't quite catch how much he was up by, whether or not it would be enough for him to get past Leary. Here we go, the last couple of corners. If he could keep the car in bounds, could be a very interesting lap. Gets through one, keeps it just on the track through the last corner, and he set himself a lap that's not faster. It's not faster than his own time. We'll watch. Larry's time is slow. We'll watch Benny. I say we'll watch Benny. Yeah, right. We'll watch Benny because his time is just reset. He's going through sector 1. Does a 76, which was faster this first attempt before he validated. 76 through the first sector. Gets on the gas maybe a little bit too late through the hairpin. Then another one that jumps basket. Zab put himself 5th on the grid. 1:12.7. As Benny goes through the right-handed, comes out and gets himself on the fall, gets up to 7th before there's a yellow flag in sector 1 or 2. So I think that's his teammate Luke. Yes, it is his teammate. It's slowing down. Benny keeps it in. He's done a fastest second sector of the session. Benny has been on form since Belgium. Let's see if he can keep it going. The yellow flag in sector 2 now. Last couple of corners. Heidelberg sets a 1:11.9. Goes fastest overall by 2 tenths. Benny comes down the line, puts himself 5th with a 1:12.5. Heidelberg 1:9, just under the 1:12. And has set everyone else a time to beat, which is exactly what we would have expected of him. And there's the invalidation because Larry Wilkes has got too far in on his turn. What time would he have had? Would have had a 1:12.4. Would have put him. Actually, would have put him 3rd on the grid. Actually, would have put him identical time with 3rd on the grid. My apologies. A yellow flag for. Well, I assume it's Christ. Oh no, it's not. It's Zab coming through into the pits. Gets through in 2nd. Oh, he almost loses the back end. Gets on the fall too quickly. That's the difference. We watched Benny. He might have been a little bit too slow. But if you get on too quick, that's the end of your lap. That's the end of your session if you get on too quick there. Oh, he got it on too quick there instead and has brought his lap to a screeching halt. I think Benny might be on an in lap. Yep, Benny is on an in lap. We'll see if we can get anyone else. Is Amass doing a proper lap? I think Amass might be doing a proper lap. Slightly quicker than his best through the first sector. It goes down to first gear through the hairpin, which is a ballsy move. It's a very ballsy move. And he's gone way too wide here. Way too wide. He's seen himself on the grass and he's definitely not setting a fastest time now. Let's watch Arctic. Larry's not doing too well. Larry's just not doing too well. At least he set himself a time, I guess. Arctic's road to the 1:36, which isn't enough to jump basket. We still see them on his tyres. If it's raining, he'll start on the intermediates. If not, you get a free choice, I'm pretty sure. Sleary is the yellow flag, which is Boomer. Sleary's out on an outlap now. Sleary, obviously invalidated. He's done the first sector faster by 8 hundredths of a second, sorry. He gets, he did fastest lap on the last lap, but I think he invalidated. Might be a breath of relief if you're Heidelberg, who has been dominating over the last few weeks. Larry White has gone from having a lucky rabbit's foot in what people were saying. There's a fastest sector too for Soleri as well, so he might outdo his teammate here, you know. Going through the last couple of corners, if he can keep it on track, it looks a little slow through that corner, but that might be because it's just wet. He keeps it on the track there, just almost loses it. Goes over the line, it's gone fastest. A 1:11.95. He's 3/100ths quicker, pretty much. Oh, I hate my throat at the moment, and it's going to be ripped apart in the morning, but we all do it for... We do it for the culture at this point. Pog's going to try and set a lap, I'm pretty sure. He sees himself fourth. A couple of guys on outlaps. Heidelberg, seeing that Soleri's dropped him, he's got to go back out again and try and get what he usually gets. If sees 6 people crash out of qualifying, if it's the same in the race, I couldn't see why there wouldn't be many less. Yellow flagged, I'm pretty sure it's just people having Larry Wax go around. Oh, I didn't realise that Larry Wax actually finally set a competitive time. It set 1:12.8, which, albeit competitive, doesn't put him anywhere near where he needs to be. Well, we'll continue watching Pog's lap. We'll go on Heisenberg's lap in a minute. Heisenberg's just started his lap. Pog set the fastest second sector. Is he going to be able to push through Alfa Romeos? Is he? About to find out. Larry's gone into the pits, which might be his qualifying over. Here we go. Last corner. He's kept it on track. What time is he going to set? It's a 1:12.444. Puts him third on the grid. We'll go on Heisenberg's lap now. Which is slightly slower through the first sector. Might be causing problems to rain for Heisenberg. Not really on fire as he usually would be. Either that or Soleri's got a ton of practice in this week. I tried to mute myself because YouTube. I'm usually good when it comes to not swearing. And there's the fastest second sector. There's the fastest second sector. He's up by over a tenth. And at this moment in time, Heidelberg's on tracks to put himself back on provisional pole. Goes for the last corner, keeps it on the track, and goes for 1:11.91 and puts himself on pole with 50 seconds left. That's it. That is actually the last. That was the last gap for Soleri. Needed Heidelberg to not be quicker there. Heidelberg has set a lap quicker than Soleri can actually say. He's in the pit, doesn't have enough time. Pog's retired. See if Christ is able to do anything. Christ able to post a time that competes with the 2 Alfa Romeos. Luke's gone higher than Pog. Goes to 1:12.2. Yellow flag. I think it might be Larry. Yeah, it is Larry. He does a 1:12.2, but I don't think he's going to be able to push on the 2 Alfa Romeos. Benny's done a brilliant lap to put him on the second row. Puts him third on the grid. Almost lost the car coming out of turn 1 on the last. I'm not sure. Oh, and Christ, if he had any other chances, not got a chance anymore. He sees himself in the wall. Benny's going up towards, just because why not? Heidelberg got his 4/10 of a second again. Heidelberg is most definitely on pole. There's nobody coming close. Heidelberg on pole. It's just a case of whether or not Benny can make up half a tenth, gets himself on the front row instead of the second row. I don't think he will. I think he slowed down. Yeah, that's the end of his qualifying. Christ doesn't have a wing. Luke is over. Boomer is not setting a competitive lap, and that is it. That is your standings. Heisenberg on pole, Soleri on the front row. Beside him, it's an Alfa Romeo front row lockout. You got Mercedes and Benny Bunner on third. The AlphaTauri Christ in fourth, which he's had an improvement of form. He's definitely climbing up the ranks. That sorts out the second row. Luke is fifth in the Mercedes, and Pog will join alongside him. Sixth on the third row with 1:12.4. Boomer's on in seventh. I apologise, my throat is absolutely messed up. You got Boomer 7th, 8th is Zab in the AlphaTauri. Oh god. My throat will not like me for this. I'm Zab's in 8th in the AlphaTauri, as I've said. Larry's in 9th, which, when you're challenging for the title, and your title rival is, what, 1.1 seconds faster than you? It's not a good sight. Oh, God. Amas is 10th in the Alpine. Basket is 11th in the Aston Martin. Obviously, he had one run and binned it. Garbage Man is in 12th, and then 2 McLarens follow him. And then, obviously, we enter the reign of people who didn't set a time after that. And those people who didn't set a time, that might not be a good thing for that. They're all the way at the back. People like Heisenberg is all the way at the front, and never going to end well. God, my throat is a mess. Looks like we've got a dry race for the moment in time. I don't know how it's meant to go toward the end of the race. No idea, but it's a dry race. And Austria is definitely a one-stop. The tyre wear around here is just non-existent. It's just whether or not you can get the fuel right. You're definitely doing a one-stop, and it definitely soft to medium. No other way of going about it. Obviously, because people qualified on the intermediates, wet tyre, and we've got a dry race, or at least at the start of the race we've got a dry race. Everybody gets a choice of free tyre. It's whatever tyre you oh god. It's whatever, as I was saying, it's whatever tyre you want, which makes this a lot interesting, because you've now got a mix of softs and mediums. Alfa Romeo is going for the medium soft strategy. The two on the second row are obviously in reverse, going for soft and mediums. Obviously, safety cars could easily play a part into this. There's no way we've got 19, and we've got 19, and there's no way 19 are finishing. It's almost like the actual F1. You might say there's 20 on the grid, but you never finish with 20 on the grid. Much like an online lobby F1, you start with the amount you have. This week we've got 19, but you're definitely not ending with 19. It would be an impressive race for all the drivers if it was clean enough to be 19 from 19. Heidenberg Soleri's gone off, so they're going to have to wait a while. The entire third sector needs to come round. So they're going to have reasonably cold tyres by going so quick. It's not a sight we've seen very often, the AlphaTauri sat 4th on the grid. Prix trying to do his own rendition of Pierre Gasly. Everyone's starting to come up to the grid now. Let's see if Soleri can get a good enough start. Here we go. We've got 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. And it looks like Benny got the best start. Benny has got the best start. He's got Soleri into the first corner. And there's looked like his teammate in the Mercedes that just got incredibly wide. And there's a huge mess up in turn 1. The Alpine of Amas, the Zab's gone. Larry's took a tumble as well. And that is not good for Larry in the title fight. And it looked like Benny's going to try and make a move on Heisenberg to start with. He's got a good line. Gonna go around the outside, breaks late. Goes around the outside and gets the move on Heisenberg. And Benny hits the front after lap 1. That is an exceptional start from Benny. That could not have gotten any better if he tried. Meanwhile, the timing sheets have messed up again because there are definitely people not lap in front. Arctic Squirrel got garbage man through the final corner before sector 3. We'll keep it on the front at the moment. It looks like we've got a good run in, good battle that's setting up. Benny's set the fastest lap, obviously being at the front after lap 1. But Benny has enjoyed that first lap. Garbage man had to pit, and I'm not too sure why. Oh, there's a spin. There's a spin for Christ. The spin for Christ. Doesn't look like they've done too. Oh, it is a damaged front wing. It is a damaged front wing. It is a pit stop coming up. Larry is attempting to save Grace. And it hits race at the moment. Just got a couple of people. Looks like Saleri and Pog are about to fight up the inside. Oh, and Saleri's taking them both out. Oh, no, 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 no. Saleri just simply turns in way too soon. And then can't get his car back onto track safely. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a nightmare. I'm almost certain that's gonna be a punish. That's gonna get punished. That's a time penalty for Saleri from the stewards at the very least. And all of a sudden, because those two took each other out, it's now a 2-horse race, and it's very much Heisenberg versus Benny. And for once in as long as I can remember, it's got to be at least 3 weeks now. Benny's in the lead, and Benny is actually beating Heisenberg. It's someone not Heisenberg in the lead. He's clearing a gap. He's got more than a DRS length gap on Heisenberg. So Heisenberg's not going to get the benefit of DRS around this circuit either. Boomer, Luke, and Basket are about to have a mini fight by the looks of it. It looks like the Ferraris are desperately trying to join on to the end of it. Let's go on the Ferrari. 2 Ferraris are desperately trying to get on the end of this. Will they have enough speed to get on the end of it? They've got DRS, so I assume it is just a case of when. Aye. Larry, we're going to watch Larry for a minute because it looks like he's going to try and attempt to overtake down the straight. DRS, obviously. DRS is very powerful down the second straight. Through turn 2 into the hairpin. It's very, very, very powerful. Larry Wilkes isn't going to be able to get Tichy through that corner. Tichy obviously getting the help of DRS himself. Larry's going to give it another go. Looked like the guys up front, everyone in front of Trucco hasn't had the greatest time. Trying to get past each other. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, and I think that's Slimmy. Yeah, it is Slimmy. Looks like he is spun into the pit lane, which is never a good sight. Is he moving? Yeah, he's moving. Going into the pit for the result though. Larry got past Ditchy, and so did Amas and Zab. Ditchy just had a nightmare couple of laps. And in turn, we're going to go with... Oh, the 2 horses are about to battle it out. I'm pretty sure... God, Saliri's just got a 3-second time penalty. Whose race has just not had a good one because of the incident with Pog. I'm pretty sure you're going to get El Trucco out of the way of Larry in a minute. I'll be very surprised if these two aren't in a party working together. Oh, Basket spun, and I didn't realise... Basket did spin an RDO, is all the way up in 4th. He got Luke. And it doesn't look like the 2 horse guys are shifting, making way for each other. Oh, El Trucco holding up Larry, definitely. Larry trying to get past. Larry's... Oh, this could be interesting conversation. Oh! Oh no! I think there's contact there as well. Oh no! Just as Audio was having a great race. Those tyres are in the gravel. And now he's having to wait. Oh, there's another one! Baskets took one as well. Not got his tyre to cool down. Reno's gonna now have a shot at Luke. Glimmican's got another time penalty. And oh, Luke's gone incredibly wide through the first corner. The yellow flag through sector 3, and it's Basket again, I think. It's Basket again. I'm not sure if he's pulled off the side of the track for DNF. No, he hasn't. Oh, he's had a nightmare lap. Larry Watts is in the pit as well. Oh, Reno's... Don't know what happened there, but Cornelius spins. And as I was too busy talking about everything else, Heisenberg and Benny are high again. Heisenberg got past Benny. Basket did DNF. It's Benny versus Heisenberg. Especially for the lead. Heisenberg on the medium tyres got back in front, which is a very, very scary thought, considering when these two end up pitting at obviously different times, Benny is gonna have a huge pace disadvantage. Watch Benny. Oh, Benny's gone incredibly wide through turn 1. And while he gets DRS now, I think he may just lose grips on Heisenberg. He might just lose grip on Heisenberg. Gonna get DRS down this straight as well. Reno's got past. Oh, there's a move going on in. Oh, okay then. Al Trucco spanning the hairpin, and Reno has got past. Reno has got past Luke going into the long right-hander. Luke gonna be too far back to try anything. Pog and Tichy going down the straight. Is Pog going to try and go around the outside? No, he's going to go around the inside. And he's going to get the move off fairly easily. And that puts Pog up to 9th, even though he's got a penalty in the moment. That Masters within half a second. Oh my. I'm annoyed the fact that there's a cold coming to my house. I've caught it. Amas is going to get DRS down the straight on El Trucco here. Whether or not he's going to be able to catch El Trucco is a different question. The yellow flag in sector 3, and it's Soleri again. Soleri's just had a nightmare. He had an alright qualifying, but his race has gone from bad to worse. Slimmy retired in the pits. There's 2 gone already. Only on lap 8, 36 lap race. It looks like the Alpine is going to get DRS. Is he too far back to make a move down here? Got the pace advantage of the soft tyre, but he's too far back to make a move. HttpPyro Boom is also too far back, and well, we'll continue this, because this is the closest part we've got. We're 8 laps through, and it's normal service resumed now at the front. Heidenberg has got his spot back from Benny, who has now dropped to within 2 seconds behind. And it looks like Heidenberg's going to control this race from now on. Well, this is one of only 2 places with DRS at the moment. Opens DRS down straight. You're going to get within maybe 7 tenths. Can take the first corner well, he might be able to make a push. 6 tenths, got DRS down the straight, goes for turn 2 into turn 3, 4 tenths, but he's too far back, the Alpine, to make a move. God. Amasa's got DRS again. I forget there's 3 DRS straights in Austria, but he got past Trucco this time. Goes around the outside, Trucco's going to try the inside move. Trucco is on the inside, is he going to get him? No, because the next corner goes to the outside. Gonna try a switchback. But he isn't gonna get it. And it looks like the Alpine has successfully got past him. The pace of the soft red tyres. Just too much when you get DRS around here. Especially against the medians. Sab went into a pit onto the soft, which means he's doing a 2-stop. Our Trucker's got DRS, he's going to get the extra pace advantage, but the soft might level that out. Even though that's a very good first corner, Pog got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Is he going to be able to make a move? No, he's too far back. Yellow flag in sector 3. Larry Watts and Salieri are just not having fun. Two of the guys right at the top of the championship who are bigging up at the beginning of the race, just not having fun. El Trucco hasn't been able to manage to get past yet. It's going to stick behind Amas for the rest of the lap at the least. We're going to go to this one instead, the Ferrari and the Aston Martin. Benny is lagging a little bit apparently. Larry's been lapped. And here we go, Ardio down the straight, both on medium tyres. The yellow flag. It's Heidenberg! Heidenberg span! Oh my god, and what was looking so comfortable is all of a sudden not. Oh, and Renault's going up the inside, and he's got the move into the hairpin. Boomer's going to get DRS, I think. Yes, he is. Is he going to try? Is he going to be able to make a move back? I think he might be too far back. He is too far back. El Trucco's got DRS down the straight as well. So is Pog on El Trucco. Let's see if he can move on the inside of the Alpine here. Not going to. Little bit too far back. We'll go on Luke. We'll go on Luke versus Heidelberg now, which is not a sentence I thought I'd say in this race. Again, I didn't think I'd be saying anyone versus Heidelberg in this race. Luke's just dropping a little bit off the pace now. He's not going to get DRS either. And it's these three just battling it out. Right on the rear of everyone. And Mass has just got himself a penalty. Mass's soft tyres are probably going to start drifting away anytime soon. Doesn't get him on the home straight, but it does get DRS down the second straight through the second corner into the hairpin. My voice has just died. And he does get the move off. Pog's going to get the move off as well. Yep, he completes it. And it now drops Hamas all the way. And Luke is going to try something on Heisenberg, but he isn't going to get it. Or is he? He's going to try to go down the inside, but Heisenberg looks very fast. Yep, Heisenberg's going to keep the place. He's probably going to grow the gap a little bit as well. And now we get to watch the Aston Martin versus the Ferrari again. Because this is an interesting battle. It's an interesting battle that my voice will not do justice. Oh god. I need to hydrate every so often because my voice is in bits. It goes with DRS. Doesn't get him into the first corner. Gonna switch camera angle for me. He's gonna get DRS into the second corner hairpin. Is he gonna be able to make a move? The two slowly dropping off from Benny in front because they're fighting. And up the inside, Boomer goes, keep the car in and makes the move on Reno. Reno's gonna get DRS, so he's gonna get an immediate chance to go back at him. She's gonna take up the inside. And he gets very well done and puts the car where he needs to be, avoid a switch back as well. So Reno is going to take second for the rest of the lap. Now Heidenberg's spin has thrown this race wide open at the front. Heidenberg at 1.3 seconds off the pace when it comes to these two. Luke with a second off. Ardio is fighting with Arctic Squirrel. And as a result has been taken out, I think, promptly by Arctic Squirrel. Both of them, yeah, that Ferrari looks like it's in bits. That Ferrari does not look like a good place to be. Boomer's going to try and go. Boomer's going to try and make a go of it through Reno. He's not going to get DRS down the second straight. Reno's managed to break a gap now. Heisenberg going to not get it either. So it looks like it's a safety car. That might be why. Didn't realise, and Benny must be absolutely cursing the crash there because he He had this one covered. He definitely had this one covered. The safety car may have just opened this one back again. From this one, a chance for Reno to show his improvements behind the safety car. Aero left the session. Everyone going in on the white line now, it's just about Weidenberg. Everyone coming in for the pit. Didn't he stay out? No, he didn't. Benny's going to come in. Benny's going for the yellow striped medium tyre. Hards are coming out for Boomer. Red striped soft are going on for Reno, who's doing a 2-stop. Interesting. Probably would have gone the other way around, lad. Heidelberg is going to put on the soft as well. Interesting choice for 2 stops for some of these guys. Luke's right behind him. Altraco is going to stay out. He's on the hard. Oh, he's on the hard tyre, so he's ready for the rest of the race. The hard tyre doesn't seem to be a good race tyre, in my experience around here. Around here, the hard tyre looks like might be incredibly slower than the soft and the medium. Probably lose the pit stop. Would have gained at the time in the pit stop, but we'll see how it plays out for a couple of the guys here. So the front looks entirely different to what it did at the start. Reno is all the way up there. He didn't set a time in qualifying, crashed out immediately. Heidenberg's no longer your leader. Salieri's down beside Larry Watt to the back, who very luckily haven't been lapped because you can't unlap yourself around this. I found that out the hard way. So those two get to go around and catch everyone up, which may be a blessing in disguise for those two, because those two have had disastrous races, and if I'm not wrong, I don't think it. Oh, Benny, what happened there? Wait, Reno. Oh, Reno's gone in. All right, Reno's. He pitted straight back onto the mediums. Reno just pitted straight back onto the mediums, so he's going 20 laps on these. I guess he's technically. I don't blame him. He's done what you need to do as a requirement of the race. You have to pit onto a different compound of tyre. But it doesn't say you can't come in the next lap and pit straight back onto the one you were happy with. So I guess he's just going to go straight to the end on these. The medium tyre looks a very racy tyre around here, to be fair, so can't really say I blame him. These two fighting down here. Well, while there's a safety car and not much else going on, let's have a fight. Let's watch a fight, apparently. And while we've got the safety car on, it gives me a chance to rehydrate. It gives my throat a chance to settle back down as well. God, that was a hectic 16 laps. The thing is, it was hectic, but we didn't have that many DNFs. But of course it would choose a race like this on the day my throat is in absolute ruins, to be a full race where everything is happening, you got the full range of everything. As per usual, I say every week, but this isn't a time where I can really say much. I'm so happy I get to rest my throat a minute. Been a nightmare. Got a few penalties so far. 3 for Soleri, 3 for Larry, 3 for Zab. All ignoring track limit. Same with Amas. Booman's got 3 for the same reason. And Pog's racked up a couple of them. Something tells me though we haven't, the safety car's coming in this lap, we haven't watched, or sorry. we haven't heard the end of the incident between Soleri and Pog. Really haven't. Because that looked a little bit dangerous when it happened. Here we go, we're about to go racing again. Benny's going to back up the pack as little as possible, apparently. Benny's got off to a flying start. Benny has had a huge start to this safety car restart. Got himself out of DRS already for a few laps' time. Looks like Heidenberg and Boomer are going to try and get it. Oh, Heidenberg going up the inside into the hairpin. He got the move done well before. Heidenberg now, soft tyre versus Benny's medium tyre. And now we've got a race. We've got a race for the lead for the first time in what I feel like has been 4 weeks. Or 3 or 4 weeks we've got a race for the lead. And this time it's not someone chasing Heisenberg, it's Heisenberg chasing someone else. Which is good for the championship. Good for the championship, considering that right now Heisenberg has been on a streak where he has walked everything in entirely, and Harry walked around the span out again. But championship-wise, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for Heisenberg. He's just racking up points for the third, for being second. Oh my God! I know he's not. Heisenberg spat off turn 1. Oh, he had a good start, but he's thrown it away. He's desperately put himself at the back with Larry. Oh, and what was going so well has started going so horribly. And it's Benny and Boomer that see themselves first and second at the moment. Unexpected podiums. Luke's not exactly one you see there every week as either. You got El Trucco in 4th, which, if he can hold here, he will be incredibly happy with that. I will be interviewing Trucco if he manages to get 4th. Trust me with that. He is. At this rate, we're going to give Heisenberg and Larry a week off. Reno doesn't look like. Oh, Trucco's got himself a penalty. Just that he was keeping it in check. Soleri got overtaken by Christ. The yellow flag is set to 1, it's Soleri. Oh, my throat has just died again. Oh well, we keep going. Reno and that's the DRS train. Jesus Christ, there's like 7 or 8 in a row. Let's see if anyone's got the pace to make a move. I don't think they have. Nope, everyone just sat on the DRS train, and Almas almost loses it through the sweeping right-hander, but doesn't lose it enough to let Reno through. And it's everyone all the way from Luke down to, what, Arctic Squirrel? All in the DRS train, which probably will get broken up by some point in the next couple of laps. Arctic got Zab. Arctic got past Zab, and that's already starting to fall apart, the thing. Tichy's got a 3-second time penalty. DRS, the guy at the back is starting to trail off. Looks like Mass was trying something there, but hasn't managed to get it. Reno's going to get DRS, but everyone else is going to train DRS in front of him. We'll go to the front of the train. Why not? go from Luke. Luke is right now on DRS with Boomer. These two fighting for podium positions at the moment. Boomer's on the hards, Luke's on the hards, so there's no advantage there. Fifth or fourth Trucko's on the hards. I think Pog's on the mediums. I think Pog might have a slight advantage there. Same with Reno's on the mediums as well, but 20 laps on the medium might be a huge ask. But it's been a nightmare week for Alfa Romeo. Nightmare race. Qualifying was alright, but putting themselves on the lockout, and what the chance that both of them would have not ace race ending mistakes, but definitely point ending mistakes. Here we go. Boomer is going to get overtaken by Luke into the hairpin, and now it's Luke that sits on the second step of the podium. Oh god. I am very surprised at how this race has turned out. It does prove to you that they are human after all. Especially Heisenberg. Heisenberg is vitally human. We have found out the track we need to race on every week to stop Heisenberg. Reno's going to try and make a move on Pog momentarily, especially if he goes up the straight. The DRS train is starting to tail off. You've got only 5 guys in it now. Not going to be able to get Pog. Pog is pretty quick himself. The DRS isn't strong enough. Reno might be able to make something happen here. Heisenberg got the fastest lap of the race. And Reno's going down the inside of the hairpin. He's got him. He's got Pog. Both on track and off track for the 6-second penalties. And as it stands, Reno's going to enjoy himself a podium. 23 laps through. And it's a Mercedes 1-2. Haven't we heard that way too many times? Still got the DRS train going on here. It's re-extended itself back down to a mass, but Garbage Man's got a 3-second time penalty. Everyone's starting to rack up some now. Reno is trying his absolute best to get through on El Trucco. Larry White's going to get another 3 seconds. Just no recovering from him and Soleri at this point. The yellow flag is sector 3. It's Arctic Squirrel giving Heisenberg another place. It's obviously not what Soleri and well, maybe it's what Soleri wants, but it definitely isn't what Larry wants. It looked like Reno just set the fastest sector of the race. He's going around the outside. Going around the outside. He hasn't got it because he had to go off track. Pog's going to try him now as well. Both side by side. DRS full. 3 of them. Going down the inside. It's Pog on Reno. And Pog's forced Reno off the track a little bit there. Don't think he gave the car space, but he's overtaken him nonetheless. I think there's a little bit of collision right there between the 3 of them. Reno's going to have another go at Pog eventually. Pog's on the hard. I didn't realise. I thought Pog was on the medium. That's why Reno is going to be able to have a go at him. Reno just not nudging the back of him, but certainly isn't. Certainly letting him know he's there. Here comes DRS again. Giant train. Looks like Boomer's going for him. Boomer's got him into turn 1. Boomer is second on track. And Boomer's got DRS as well, and now Luke is in a horrible position. Luke is in a beyond horrible position. He's going to go wide. Trucker's going to go up the side. Luke's got a 3-second time penalty. Pog's going to try and go up the inside of both, but doesn't get it. Reno's going to go down the inside, but he's too far back. He's not too far back, and Pog has sent Trucker going. Oh, Pog, that is not good racing. Oh no, Pog has just... Pog's had multiple ending, well, racing incidents, shall we say. I'm not going to offer my opinion on them because then the stewards will watch this back and may get swayed. But oh my god, this. I think that's one each for Pog and thing now. Yeah, I feel superbly sorry right now for El Troco, man. It's Larry Wax in Larry Wax had just gone in the pits. Larry Wax was the one who caught the yellow flag, but oh no, it's Troco in the pits, is it? Yeah, it's Troco in the pits. So Larry Wax caught the yellow flag. Oh, and Reno's. I'm not sure what happened there. I got too caught up with the whole Larry Wax and Tar situation. I think Pog might have done something to Reno as well. I'm not sure, but that might be a big incident as well. Oh, that is. Well, there's one way to bully your way through the field. Christ has got a 3-second time penalty. He sees himself at 8 now. There's a couple of DRS trains forming now. Boomer's first. Boomer's got out of DRS when it comes to Luke. He needs the 3 seconds though, and Pog's gonna try move up the inside of Luke. He gets him, and I was lying by the way. Luke and Boomer are on the same amount of penalty, so he doesn't need 3 seconds. Luke is gonna probably get DRS to try and go at him again down the straight into the hairpin. And he does. Luke going up the inside into the hairpin and gets it done, but he's going for a switchback. Pog gets the better exit and does get the switchback. Gets it, and he gets 3rd position on the on track. Needs to create a gap though because he's got more penalties than everyone behind him. But that is not good news for the Mercedes. Larry Wax is retired, which Heidelberg, that's very good. So that's a very good thing to see, especially if you're Salieri as well, because now you haven't lost anything. Gonna come back in the train a little bit here. I'm not gonna watch the front until lap 35 because I'm pretty sure without a spin, Benny's won this. Benny won this comfortably. Amas is going to try something with DRS down on Luke. Goes to the outside on that corner. Got the faster tyre, got the DRS, got the move done before the hairpin. Moves himself up to 4th. Is going to put himself on the podium as it stands. Pog got out of DRS range though. Luke's going to get DRS and try and come back. El Troco's race was ultimately ended by Pog because that was not clean at all. Amas has got himself a back inside DRS momentarily. Needs to do it by the time the actual DRS zone rolled around in a couple of turns. Luke's gonna get DRS, so we've got the DRS train following back up behind Amas. Pog got another 3 seconds, so one thing's for sure, I'm pretty sure we've just seen oh, there's a yellow flag, and it's Heisenberg! Oh no! Heidelberg has spun and he's cost himself points for sure this time. Gone into the pits. Gonna have to have an extraordinary last 7 laps. Christ and Garbage Man are fighting. Garbage Man's far higher than I think he would have expected to be. They're both out of DRS range now. So we'll go into Zab, who's the back marker of this DRS train going on here. Garbage Man will fall back into DRS probably by the time the next train rolls, or by the next DRS zone at the end of the lap. Yep, he has got within the 10th, and there's a yellow flag. And this time it's the Alfa Romeo of Heisenberg. Reno's got a 3 second time penalty. He's all gone wrong. All gone wrong for Heisenberg. We'll watch this DRS train still. There's a few gaps starting to open up. Luke's now a second and falling back into the hands of Zab behind him. We'll watch this. See if Zab can try something. Bearing in mind everyone behind Pog right now, up until probably Reno is going to gain a place. And here we go, up the inside. Demon's retired, and up the inside, Zab gets the move. Luke's going to get DRS down the straight. Zab's not, because he's just outside of the DRS range of Amas in front of him. Garbage Man's closed himself into the Mercedes, which he's going to enjoy. He might get another place. Christ is slowly tagging on the back of it. Watch Amas through. He's the first one to come through the DRS zone. Benny's about to lap Sleary. Here we go. 7/10 of a second. He gets 2 sets of DRS, 3 sets of DRS to catch him. We're going to watch Garbage Man and Luke attempt to move afterwards. Yeah, we're going to watch it now. Heidelberg's got a 3-second time penalty. We're going to watch it now because everyone's got the ability to make moves on each other back here. And it's the medium tyres. Garbage Man up the inside. Garbage Man up the inside. Gone wide into the hairpin, but still got the corner. Still got the corner. Still got the pace. Still got the place. Excellent driving from Garbage Man there to get Luke. Garbage Man hasn't stopped there either. He has now got Zab in his sights. Garbage Man might be putting on a performance to remember here. Well, on lap 32, Benny's just cruising at this point. We've got DRS down the side. Is Larry Wax left? Is Garbage Man going to be able to make any move? We'll come back here because I think Christ is about to make a move on Luke. Because I'm not sure anyone else is going to get a move. We'll watch this though. Here we go. Up the inside. Up the inside. Christ on Luke for 3 laps in a row. And Luke's broke late and he's managed to get both the cars. I think he's done it a bit dodgily. I think Christ has managed to break into the back of thing as well. Into the back of Garbage Man. 3 wide. Garbage Man gets in front. Garbage Man is hit. Oh, he might have squeezed Luke, and Luke's lost the position to Amas. Oh, and Luke's hit at the back of Amas, and Reno's got himself back in here somehow. What the hell is going on? What on earth is going on? Everything has just hit the fan back here. Reno's got himself into 4th. What a lap. What a couple of laps Reno has had. Christ has got a 3-second time penalty, which probably means that's the end of his involvement in this train. Especially when it comes to penalties at the end of the race. And up into the first corner, Amas is going to get taken by Christ. And it's now another 3 wide. Garbage Man disqualified for parking in the series. Oh. That's just unfair. That's unfortunate. Here we go, 3 again. Little DRS train forming here. The Alpine, the Mercedes, and the AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri getting himself up to 5th, but penalties might drop him back. 6 DNFs. Luke is, here we go. Luke is now the only one in the entire session within DRS. So we might get an interesting battle between the two of these. Amas has dropped back. Christ has, well, I thought he had damage to start with. Might not have been his wing. It might have been Zab instead, but no idea. Going up the thing, not got anywhere near enough pace to get a move. Christ is on the medium tyre. Yeah, he's on the yellow striped medium. Compared to the Luke's white striped hard, not going to be able to get anywhere near him for a move. Christ's tyres look like they are doing well, but they're 19 laps old, so Wouldn't have expected that. Everyone in and around DRS, but no one really going to be able to make moves for a short while. Think we might end up watching the last couple of laps of Benny here. As soon as Christ gets out of DRS, we're going to switch to Benny. That way I don't lose track of who doesn't win. Christ is 7/10 going up the hill. Not going to get close enough on Reno in the first one. 7/10 going down the second DRS zone. He just seems to be dropping back. Gaining now, but it's nowhere near enough to even make a move. Reno looks like he's managed to put himself in a position for a podium. And I did not see that coming, considering I know he dropped, but it looks like the decision to go one lap on the softs and multiple medium tyres has paid off. Gonna go stay on here for a moment longer. We'll watch the last lap of Benny. That way, yeah, we'll watch the last lap of Benny. Here we go. Lap 36 of 36, the last lap of the race. Benny hasn't managed to make a mistake at all. No mistakes. Managed his race well and managed to put himself well within what he needs to win this race. After Belgium, where I couldn't interview him for his podium or his bottle, I told him that he would be someone I interviewed very soon. I did not expect it to be this soon. There's the yellow flag in Sector 2. Looks like it's a McLaren. It is a McLaren. Looks like Christ is still 7/10. So he's done another 3-second time penalty. He's gone all wrong for him. Heidelberg still got some sort of point somehow. Here we go. Last two corners. Benny comes round one, keeps it in, doesn't get a penalty, stays penalty free for the entire race. And here comes the finishing flag. Benny takes the Austrian Grand Prix, and we have a new person on the top step of the podium. What a race! What a win! Boomer's going to take second. It's going to be Reno that eventually takes third. Reno takes third, Pog takes fourth, Luke takes fifth, Christ takes sixth. Amas is going to finish off this race. The yellow flag is not McLaren. Amas is going to finish in 7th, Twitchy Boom in 8th. Heisenberg's going to settle for a couple of points in 9th after his disastrous race. El Trucker is going to pick up something at the very least. Zab's going to come in 11th. Arctic Squirrel and Saleri don't finish on the lead lap. And they come in 12th and 13th. And what a race that was. There was action from start to finish, and you knew there would be because my throat is in absolute mess. But oh my god, that's not someone I saw on the podium. Not someone I saw on the top step on the podium anyway. Absolute world-class drive. Didn't step wrong from start to finish. He challenged Heisenberg early. He got in front of him. Even though Heisenberg managed to get back at the end of the race, well, not at the end of the race, sorry, at the end of the first stint, he just cut, and then there was a mistake from Heisenberg, which Benny capitalised on and never looked back. Top tier drive from a top tier driver. Boomer's got a hack for this now. I can see that his second is there. And Reno just takes advantage. Reno just takes advantage of the mess of the DRS train to manage to get himself in and about and got himself on the podiums. Who else do I go with there? Who else do I hire? If I can speak. Who else do I invite to an interview? Jesus Christ. Well, I can tell you I did not expect that. I'm gonna view Pi a minute because I need to make sure who I've added is in. I have not, right. With that, let me just add in Benny one moment. I think he's got the invite. Boomer is in here because I interviewed him the week before last week. Right. Wait. Then it's just Benny to join. Let's start with you, Reno. I got it right this week. See, I wasn't making a mistake of it. So on the podium again, you're getting a feel for this.
Yeah, but I'm not really happy with this one, to be honest.
Oh, you're not happy with it? Talk me through that then. Why are you not happy with it?
Well, honestly, because I don't deserve it, you know. I couldn't even set one lap in quali. I crashed into the wall. Very weird because it was really minor contact. I had no damage. Then a little bit further on, my wheel just snaps off. Really weird. So yeah, starting P15, which is bad enough. Well, then turn 1 chaos, of course, so I can snatch a few places there, turn 3 some more chaos, snatch a few places there, and in the following laps some more chaos, left, right, center, so that put me up to like P3, I think, yeah, P4, then then the safety car happened. Then I had I was in a party with Ice Demon, and he had a stroke of genius when it comes to strategy. He told me he was gonna pit for the soft, and then immediately after pit for the mediums again to make it till the end. I thought, yeah, why not? That sounds good. So I used that. I came out P9, then quite quickly I got back up to like P4 or 4 or something. No, a bit less. But yeah, I crashed again. Off throttle again.
You seem to be enjoying crashing off the throttle. You do that a lot.
Yeah, honestly, it's all a joke now. It's something that I'm expecting to happen, but yeah, then again I got lucky again that I had no damage, then some more people crashed, so got me all the way back up to P3. So yeah, it was a really, really bad race, so that's why I'm not happy with it at all.
You took away with a question with what I was going to ask. I was questioning your strategy myself.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I then realised, wait, it got on mediums to the end. I didn't see it coming. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly, I didn't think about people going to the hard. I don't know why, just my brain messing up, but I figured everybody was going to the soft and then another stop to the soft, because that's what Jeff told me. So I didn't even think about going to the hard, because I was like, yeah, those are way too slow. No, not gonna happen. So I thought, yes, a soft medium, that sounds great. Then people that have to pit again, well, they come out a lot behind me, so it was all good in my head, but the execution of it could have been better.
And last question, with everyone in that DRS train for what felt like an eternity.
Jesus Christ.
How did you manage to use that to gain? I think it was what, 3 or 4 places at once. I saw you down. Last time I looked, you were in 7th or 8th or something with the DRS train. I took a look away and looked back and you were 4th. How did that happen?
It was all the way at the end of the race, right?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
pretty much
because
right
we
there.
had 2 DRS trains. First up, the big one before I spun, and I guess that one was the same for the next few laps. But yeah, I managed to catch up again, and then they were going like 3 or 4 wide into turn 4, 5 and 6, so mistakes happened, they flew off and I just swooped around on the inside, and that was P4 for me, thank you. So yeah,
Well,
I was again lucky with some people crashing.
I mean, you're not going to complain with a podium. I assume you're going to aim for the same thing.
I was really mad after I spun in turn 3, so to get away with a podium again, it's good. But undeserved, but good.
I assume you're going for the same thing next week then.
Deserved and good.
Well, thank you for your time, lad.
Thank you as well.
Alright, let's do Boomer next, because I don't think Benny's actually in here. Someone get... Oh no, Benny is in here.
No.
Yeah, never mind. I missed him joining. But second, mate, we were improving on last week. What's going on?
Well, also it's always a good track for me. You know, I've been placed like in this majestic tier 4 because of my good evaluation race in Austria. So, but yeah, it was a real challenge to see if I could do this without spins. Yeah.
As Renault was going on about alluding to strategy, I saw you go onto the hards. What made you choose the sort of like the strategy you actually went with? I'm pretty sure you started on softs, didn't you, and then went hard.
No, I started on mediums.
Oh,
I was
right.
like, I can stretch these mediums to the softs, and then I will be quick at the end. And then it was lap 14, and I was 1 corner after the pits, and of course, RDO decided to crash and cause a safety car, like he always does. And there was 1 corner too late, so I had to wait the whole lap, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pit anyway, I'm in a good position, and I can end it on the hards. And to be honest, what Reno did with like boxing to softs and then back to hards, I'm not that complicated thinking, you know. I was like, I'm pitting now and I can go to the end.
That was a stroke,
he did very well though.
Literal stroke of genius, Reno. The pit stop strategy there. It genuinely was.
He had
all
the gap,
credit,
so...
all credit goes to Ice Demon. I'm not that smart myself either. All credit goes to Ice Demon.
Matt had enough time to think about this kind of stuff when he was like in P12. No disrespect to Matt, I love him.
If only he was in high enough position to utilise it.
Yeah, but he's normally very good at Austria, to be honest. But his controller died, I heard, so... Shame for him.
So with obviously going back to the DRS trains, which just were all over the place. How did you manage to like get past Luke and get to the front of that DRS train, so you were realistically the one controlling everything?
Yeah, I was indeed behind Luke, and then I did some kind of a late move. I thought into turn 1, and luckily I was with him in the party, so I was like, well, I have a great exit. Watch yourself. So I was not saying can I pass, I was just saying watch yourself, I'm going for it. And yeah, I think it was on the right moment, because after that, before that it was like the battle for the front of the train. And after that, the battles became more inside the train, and that gave me the opportunity to take that 1.4 second gap to not give anyone DRS, and from that moment on was just controlling and not spinning.
See, you did better than most other people when it comes to not spinning. So, I interviewed you last week, because was it P3 last week?
It was a P5.
Oh,
well, the game said P4, but you know what happened with basket and his weird penalty, but I was already honored by that.
Yeah, so I interviewed you in P5, now it's P2, so what's next? I feel like that's an obvious question to answer, but what's next?
To be honest, I would like and hope to win, and I thought it was impossible, because you got Heisenberg at the front, and he is like 1.5 seconds quicker per lap, but if I see him spin like 8 times in one race, I can give myself a chance to win. But we will see. I hope to manage it. I'm in a good flow now, so that's very nice.
Good. Being a halfway point, it's always good to hit your stride late on into the season, and I feel like you're about to do that.
Yeah, I just need some points to get off the bottom place in the constructors. I think I need 1 point to pass Williams now, so my goal is really blossoming himself. That's great.
Thank you for talking to me after that.
Problem.
And I guess that leads us with one more. Benny, tell me how you feel being on the top step of the podium. Just tell me how you feel.
I am just in shock, to be honest, because it was looking like Heisenberger was just gonna run away with every race. He's so quick. So to see him spin out twice when he was ahead of me was, just unbelievable, really. But yeah, I was just in the right place the whole race, to be honest. Just stayed out of trouble. I could see all the chaos behind me, and I was very happy to be out of the way of all that. So
well, now I've got your feeling about winning. Let's go right back to the start, and the start of the race. What a start that was! You got off the grid flying. Explain to me how you got off to that kind of start, got past Heisenberg that quickly.
Yeah, well, I just literally, the launch was perfect. I got into the slipstream of Heisenberger up the hill, and then got a much better exit coming out of the hairpin, and just took it all the way around the outside. It was a bit of a risky move, but on lap 1 it's one I'm willing to take, and it paid off. And from that point on, got a bit racy with Heisenberger at some points, but once he was out of the way, it was just making sure to make no mistakes, keep it consistent. And the safety car, although I didn't want it at that point because I was already, I had my strategy sorted. I chose mediums because I felt comfortable taking those to the end if I had the lead of the race. And I was surprised to see everyone switch to hards, because the tyre wear is actually not too bad around Austria. So but because I had the clean air, I could just look after my tyres and bring it home for the victory. So
I can only imagine how it is. But when Heisenberg was in front of you kind of had to, obviously thinking, oh, here we go again. But when he spins, tell me how you feel when you see that. When you go round the first corner, you see an Alfa Romeo in the wall.
I just had to double check because I was just shocked. I just had to double check the leaderboard and see that he dropped behind, and I was in P1. It was just unbelievable. So.
And I know I should have been able to talk to you in Belgium, and I had technical issues I still don't understand. But here you are. I get to talk to you now, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect it to be this soon.
No, trust me, neither did I. There's so many good races in this league, and Austria is one of my stronger tracks. I'm quite quick around there, and the wet quali, I'm quite good in the wet, especially on inters, and got a good lap in just before the end of quali to put me just behind the two Hasses, and to get the start that I did, it was not only lucky, but also I was pretty happy with my drive overall. So And one more question, because I've asked it to everyone I've interviewed so far. I know right now that's the halfway point of the season and everything, but where do you see your second half of the season going? Hopefully only upwards. I've proved that I can get towards the front of the grid and put in good performances. So it's all about keeping the momentum going in the next few races and keeping the consistency going. So hopefully I'll be one to watch out for.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for talking to us, lad.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bunny.
Yeah, thank you. Great drive,
Deserved.
guys. Great drive.
Same.
I think I'm going to end the stream there and then get off myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well done,
take care, guys.
Pyro. Good stream.
Trust me, my throat is in absolute bits. I've got a chest infection. My throat's just not having it
God.
at all.
Take care.
Yeah, take care. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm off in a bit.
Yeah, see you guys.